running. I'm getting to love running quite a bit, really. Like I said before, many a time I've not ran a tremendous amount in my life at all, really, and just playing around. So I just did a little like barely a mile run again, and I was just thinking whilst I was running that I'm getting fit. Well, I'm fitter now than I was when I was in my teens, and my 20s. It's amazing, really. And it's just making me think that it's getting colder again now, and you're just going to be out and around people that are going to be like, there's a lot going round in there and all that sort of stuff, and feeling sorry for themselves and just bringing out lots of mucus and things. And not that you're telling people what to do or anything like that, but you talk to these people or make a comment, perhaps you should try maybe give up dairy or just lighten up on it and eat less red meat and eat more fruit and vegetables and get some green juices in you. And it's like on deaf ears half the time. It's people don't seem to want to try to help themselves, They're all right, willing to shove tablets and things in their mouth when they haven't a clue really what's in them half the time, And how much does that cost as well, on top of what they're eating too. It can be so cheap eating like this, I'm just having some potatoes tonight, some starches, mashed potato, get yourself a load of potatoes and rice. You can jazz it up and stuff if you want, but the more you go down this road and progress, you don't really want to be eating stuff that's too spicy and flashy, I do it, I still do it, of course I do. I'm very early into this, very early. I'm a baby at it, so, I still have a desire to eat certain things. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that, really. It just made me think, I'm running probably on average once every 2 weeks, I guess, which is good. I mean, God, I remember when I was like 13 or 14 or something, and I went to run to where I ran now, up to like the river bank, I suppose you could call it, and I didn't even get there. I was just aching, out of breath, and and looking back on it, maybe it was not being used to it, and maybe it was just being clogged up on dairy and shit, really. Maybe, who knows? But it's funny, isn't it, that I'm feeling cleaner, clearer, I've lost a lot of weight, going to lose a little bit more, and I'm fitter and happier, leaner, just all that sort of stuff than I was before. What's going on, I've changed my lifestyle, I'm eating differently. That gives you something to think about, doesn't it, And God, man, as I've come from eating hamburgers and McDonald's and KFC and Burger King, used to love that shit, I always used to be the one that went in Domino's, and if it was like a 2 for 2 Tuesday or something, I'd have the second pizza and I would eat it. That's 2 12-inch pizzas, mind, with extra toppings on them as well, extra pepperoni, extra cheese, extra pineapple, extra sweet corn, and the most I've ever ate in McDonald's once is 4 Big Macs, 2 portions of large fries, 2 McFlurries, a large one of those large milkshakes. I used to get them to mix it up, like put 2 in one, so like a chocolate vanilla in one large shake, and an apple pie, and then like if I was still feeling, I'd just get like a Coke or something, It's crazy. And then there was a time I used to get addicted to their breakfast. I used to get up early and drive, would you believe, to McDonald's just to get like the sausage McMuffin things, which tasted bloody lovely, really, to be honest. But now, the thought of it just makes me not feel sick, really, but just the thought of eating it and realising that it's not doing anything for me, as much as fruit and vegetables do. That's what it comes down to. But then you bring in the ethics as well and think about where it's come from, blah, blah, blah. But then that's another video later on, I think. I'm not really getting that in this video. I'm just getting that to what I'm eating now and how far I've come and where I'm going, really. So yeah, that's all. Just want to share. That's what I want to do on here. Share. Influence, inspire, and help others like me. Just a normal chap out there. There are other people out there like you. There's one right here, look. You can do it as well. And Yeah, there's going to be haters out there probably later on. I'll probably get them commenting on here and stuff and that, but you know, I'm not really bothered. I'm not bothered at all. I'm hardened up to that sort of stuff. People can say what they want, you know. If people have got time to come on and troll and that on other people's channels, and rather than get their own lives on track, then so be it. Or maybe they have got their lives on track and what they're doing they think's right. Maybe it is, you know. I mean, we're all learning and stuff. Who's to say one thing's right than another? I guess you listen to someone, or you're inspired from someone to do something, and you just take your chosen path, I suppose. But you know, when you're looking at someone and they're getting you know, they're doing well at something than when they used to, and just because they've changed their diet and lifestyle, you might perhaps think, okay, I'll give it a whirl, you know, because I know there's a lot of unhappy people out there, really fat, overweight people. There's something you can do about it, you know, you really can. You know, we're all wonderful human beings capable of so much. Throughout our lives, life as you develop and get older is not a downhill slope, really. Just got to take care of yourself more and realise, you know, the potential within, really. Because there's a lot of people out there who'd like to do so much, but they can't. And I think really, if they were to choose a certain way of living, then, you know, I'm not saying you're going to get results in like a week or a month or a year. No way. It depends on how big you are. It's going to be a bit of a struggle, and it can take a long time, you know. I mean, I've got where I am now in probably about a year, I suppose, since sort of 2011, really. But then you start getting more hardcore, so to speak, as you go on and on, you know. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. There's some thoughts and stuff there, so check out the blue lights. Cool, man. Cheers, everybody. Bye.